Okay, I'm going to introduce a theorem, the mean-value theorem, and it has it's related to mins and maxes and using the derivative to find things. This theorem has some criteria. Well, first of all, what the theorem states is that if you have, well, a continuous function between 2 points, A and B, and while not only are they continuous, but differentiable anywhere along that graph, it's different. You can take the derivative. And I needed to do something a little bit different here. That if you take this secant line, if you draw a line between those 2 points, that there will be a point C where a tangent line will be parallel. And look at that. At some point, point C, this function is continuous. This is just a random function I drew. It's continuous between A and B, and the secant line drawn between A and C, that straight line drawn that connects A and B, there is a line parallel, there's a tangent line parallel to the secant line, and that exists, that value at which that tangent line exists lies between A and B. So this is the criteria that you have to know. You have to check off, is the function continuous? If it's not continuous, you just say the mean-value theorem doesn't apply. If you can't find a derivative at every single point between the A and B, then you don't have to continue. But if those two things are true, then you find the slope of the secant line, and you set it equal to the derivative. Let's say the slope of the secant line is -1, and let's say the derivative is 2x minus 2. Well, we want this side to be equal to 0, so we're going to add 1 to both sides. So now we have 2x minus 1. Now this is not necessarily this function, so I'm now doing just something unrelated to this. I'm just saying the steps that you follow are, once you know the secant line, once you know the slope of the secant line, m secant, say -1, set it equal to the derivative of whatever the function is you're working with, and then solve for x. And once you know what that x value is, that's what the c value will be. And that c value should exist between A and B. Okay, that's intro to the mean value, and then we'll do a couple examples in the next